Well, I thought you might be interested in life, getting a look at life in a Norway prison. Actually, a Norway prison almost looks like a country estate hideaway. Now, this is not the cushy prison that the white collar crime people go to in the United States, where somebody did something bad on Wall Street or something, or Martha Stewart went to, or something like that. No, this is a regular prison, and actually in Norway. They have under incarceration per 100,000 people only 1/10 the number in the United States. Actually, the United States is the number one country for imprisoning people. Um, but this facilities in Norway would surprise the hell out of anybody in the United States. As a matter of fact, like they'll have knives, cooking utensils, everything out there, metal coat hangers, computers, um, everything, entertainment centers, woodworking centers, everything available, and yet the prison population seems to well, you know what their deal is. Their deal is about rehabilitation instead of like playing Animal Farm and rats in the United States. And it's hard to say. I mean, I guess this is controversial, but I guess it would depend on the person. It depends on the person if they want to be rehabilitated. That's what it comes down to, man. I mean, it's not even like a word of rehabilitation. It's what they choose to do. It's what a person chooses to do. That's really what it comes down to. So, in Norway, their prisons are 100 times different than the United States. You would not believe what they look like. And this is what I'm showing you, pictures from their prison. Their prison actually looks like a Holiday Inn plus. It almost looks like a vacation, but their theory is that everybody's going to get out of prison at some time, and they want to prepare people for the next step so they don't go back in. But you would not think this is a prison in any way, shape, or form. And they actually have, like I said, I'll repeat that statistic again. I forgot the exact statistic, but I know it's 1/10 the number, not the aggregate number, but 1/10 the number incarcerated per 100,000 people as in the United States. The United States used to not be the way it is today, but since the 70s till now, it changed drastically, and it's way ahead of everybody in the world per capita incarceration. It's beyond ridiculous, and but it's actually somewhat controversial in what do you call it, in Norway, that they have prisons like this, but it almost looks like better than what you get in the military in the United States. I'll guarantee you that, at least in the Marine Corps. But the thing is, people, the whole situation, though, must work, though, because, but I guess if they put the type of prisoners we have in the United States in this environment, it wouldn't work because they actually have access to forks and knives, steel knives, ceramic plates that could be cut and made into knives just by breaking them, metal coat hangers. They even have a tool room with files and stuff like that, files that are accessible. I mean, it's ridiculous. But it seems like their system's working well, and they actually have way less people under prison than in the United States, and this is in Norway. It looks like a Holiday Inn, yet it seems to be a system that actually probably rehabilitates people better than, I don't know why, I don't know how. It doesn't seem like it would work, but then again, if you kick a dog too many times, the dog just going to be freaking mean, right? So maybe that's part of the theory, right? If you did this to an animal and you treated them like garbage, they'd be mean. And maybe that's what happens in American prisons, and maybe it's time to look at this. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's going to work or not. I think it would work depending on the individual. That's really what it comes down to. It depends on the individual. But it's an interesting thesis, and I just would not think that life in prison would be like this, but it's only like this in Norway. So if you're going to be a criminal, go to Norway. Maybe that's the moral of the story. And they got nice blonde and blue-eyed women up there, too, besides, anyway, so who knows. But you freeze your butt off, but who the hell knows. Over and out.